Adam Silver just called an emergency meeting. And it's all about Caitlin Clark. Let that sink in for a second. The NBA commissioner, the most powerful man in basketball, just interrupted his schedule to deal with a situation that has nothing to do with his league. Or does it? Because here's the truth that nobody wants to admit, the WNBA is in crisis. They offered Caitlin Clark an invitation. She rejected it. 3 million fans exploded. And now the league is panicking so hard that they had to call in the big guns. Adam Silver isn't just some figurehead. He's a master strategist. He's the man who turned the NBA into a global empire. He's the man who handled the Donald Sterling scandal, the COVID bubble, and the Ja Morant controversies. He doesn't call emergency meetings for nothing. So when news leaked that Silver had convened a closed-door session with WNBA executives, team owners, and top NBA officials, everyone in the sports world started asking the same question: what the hell is going on? And that's what we're breaking down today. We've got the leaked details. We've got the inside scoop. We've got the analysis that will blow your mind. Because this isn't just about one player rejecting one league. This is about power. This is about money. This is about the future of basketball itself. So grab your popcorn and get ready, because this story is about to get even crazier. The emergency meeting happened on a Tuesday. That's significant because Tuesdays are usually quiet in the sports world. No major games. No press conferences. Just routine business. But this Tuesday was different. According to sources inside the NBA, Adam Silver sent out an urgent summons to a select group of individuals. Among them, WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, several team owners from both leagues, top marketing executives, and even a few former players who now work in league offices. The location? A private conference room at the NBA's headquarters in New York City. The time? 9 a.m. sharp. The agenda? One topic only: Caitlin Clark. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Normally, the NBA and WNBA operate as separate entities. They're connected, sure, but the NBA doesn't meddle in WNBA affairs. That's the whole point of having a separate commissioner. But Silver didn't care about protocol. He saw a disaster unfolding, and he decided to step in. Why? Because the NBA has a vested interest in the WNBA's success. The two leagues share sponsors. They share broadcast partners. They share a brand. If the WNBA collapses, or even just loses its momentum, the NBA feels it too. And make no mistake, this was about preventing collapse. Because since Clark's rejection, the WNBA has been bleeding. Ticket sales are down. Merchandise revenue has tanked. Social media engagement has plummeted. Sponsors are threatening to pull out. And the players, many of whom supported Clark's decision, are growing restless. In other words, the league is falling apart. And Silver, being the strategic genius he is, recognized that he couldn't just sit back and watch. He had to act. He had to bring everyone together and force a solution. The meeting lasted over 4 hours. And while the official statement was predictably vague, something about discussing the future of women's basketball, we've managed to get our hands on some of the details. And trust us, they're explosive. To understand why Adam Silver called this meeting, you have to understand Adam Silver. He's been the NBA commissioner since 2014. In that time, he's transformed the league into a $10 billion juggernaut. He's expanded globally. He's embraced social justice. He's navigated crises with surgical precision. He's arguably the best commissioner in sports history. But Silver isn't just a businessman, he's a visionary. He sees the big picture. He understands that basketball isn't just about the NBA anymore. It's about the entire ecosystem, the G League, the WNBA, the international game, and yes, even college basketball. And Caitlin Clark? She's the most important piece of that ecosystem right now. Think about it. She's the reason women's college basketball broke viewership records. She's the reason casual fans started paying attention to the women's game. She's the reason sponsors started pouring money into women's sports. She's the golden goose. And Silver knows that if the WNBA loses her, if she goes overseas or, worse, walks away from basketball entirely, it won't just hurt the WNBA. It'll hurt the entire basketball industry. That's why he got involved. Because Silver doesn't just care about the NBA. He cares about basketball. And basketball needs Caitlin Clark. Now let's get into the good stuff, the leaked details that nobody was supposed to hear. According to our sources, the meeting was tense. Very tense. Silver reportedly opened the conversation by asking a simple question: how did we let it get to this? And apparently, nobody had a good answer. The WNBA executives tried to defend themselves. They talked about their salary structure. They talked about their commitment to fairness. They talked about how Clark's demands were unprecedented. But Silver wasn't having it. He reportedly cut them off and said, and we're paraphrasing here, unprecedented problems require unprecedented solutions. That's when things got real. Silver laid out a plan, a master plan to bring Clark back into the fold. Here's what it includes. Number 1, a special contract exception. Silver proposed creating a Caitlin Clark exception that would allow the WNBA to pay her significantly more than the current max salary. This wouldn't be a permanent change, just a temporary measure to get her in the door. Number 2, marketing rights. Clark would be given control over her own marketing and branding. That means she could sign her own endorsement deals without league interference, something that current players can't do. Number 3, a seat at the table. Clark would be given an advisory role in league decision-making. She'd have input on scheduling, rule changes, and even broadcast decisions. She'd be more than just a player, she'd be a partner. Number 4, a public apology. Silver reportedly demanded that the WNBA issue a formal apology to Clark and to the fans. He wanted them to admit they mishandled the situation and commit to doing better. Number 5, increased player pay across the board. This is the big one. Silver proposed that the NBA provide financial support to the WNBA to raise salaries for all players, not just Clark. He argued that the WNBA can't thrive if only one player gets paid fairly. Now, here's the kicker, not everyone in the room was on board. Some team owners pushed back. They argued that creating a special exception for Clark would set a dangerous precedent. They worried that other players would demand similar deals. They complained about the cost. But Silver reportedly shut them down. He said, and again, we're paraphrasing, you can either adapt or get left behind. Your choice. And with that, the meeting ended. So what does all of this mean? First, it means that Caitlin Clark has won. She might not have the contract yet, but she's already changed the game. Her rejection forced the most powerful man in basketball to intervene. That's power. That's leverage. That's influence. Second, it means the WNBA is about to go through some major changes. If Silver's plan goes through, and we have every reason to believe it will, the league will never be the same. Players will make more money. They'll have more control over their careers. They'll have more respect. And that's a good thing. For everyone. Third, it means the fans are being heard. 3 million voices forced the league to listen. They proved that when fans unite, when they organize and demand change, they can actually make a difference. That's powerful. That's inspiring. But here's the catch, this isn't over yet. The deal hasn't been finalized. Clark hasn't signed anything. The details are still being ironed out. And there are plenty of people, in the league and outside it, who don't want this to happen. There are owners who fear the cost. There are executives who fear losing control. There are players, yes, even some players, who resent Clark for getting special treatment. They think she hasn't earned it yet. They think she should pay her dues like everyone else. But here's the thing, Clark has already earned it. She earned it the moment she broke every record in the book. She earned it the moment she brought millions of new fans to women's basketball. She earned it the moment she refused to settle for less than she deserves. And if the league is smart, if Silver is smart, they'll make this deal happen. Because the alternative is unthinkable. Because if Clark walks away, if she decides that the NBA's intervention isn't enough, the WNBA won't just survive. It'll be broken. And that's the latest on the Caitlin Clark saga, the emergency meeting, the leaked details, and the plan that could change women's basketball forever. Adam Silver stepped in. The WNBA is scrambling. And Caitlin Clark is holding all the cards. Will the deal get done? Will the league finally give Clark what she deserves? Or will we see the biggest what-if in basketball history? We'll be watching every move. And so should you. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Adam Silver made the right move? Should the WNBA accept his plan? And most importantly, should Caitlin Clark sign the deal or hold out for more? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, it really helps us out. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update on this crazy story. And share this with a basketball fan who needs to know what's really going on. This is your channel name, signing off. Peace, love, and women's basketball forever. Basketball.